We go.
Okay, welcome to another episode on Football Bloods TV. So this is, should we call this Deepavali special, Wahid?
Yes, but we should have changed our background
Outfits.
to something more fitting to the occasion. But
Football comes first.
Football comes first. We could have come up with a better background. That's on us. We can do something better in the future.
We'll surely do better in the future. Yes.
Yeah, how are you doing, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Eating and eating. That's what festival is all about, right?
Exactly, man. All right. So what do we have for today, Kavi?
So as usual, we'll run through the prediction league. What happened in game week 10,
9 and 10.
9 and 10. Yes. What's going to happen in game week 11? I mean, not really what's going to happen. Which team we are going to predict, and which team our participants are going to predict, and who's going to top the league. I think Fazli got lucky the other time.
Okay.
He got very lucky.
Without further ado, let's go through the results, the two matches that we picked for our last two match days. So for match day 9, we have the match where Kavi would not want to talk about
the catastrophe.
The catastrophe of 5-0 destruction of Manchester United. Since this is Deepavali and I don't want to ruin my friend's mood, we better not say.
I tutup video sekejap.
Kalah. Okay. All right. Okay, I won't say any word further. We know what happened in this game. Pretty much everyone called a Liverpool win. Now here's a match where everybody couldn't get the actual result. Wow.
Yes, this was
a blockbuster, man.
Yes, this was a blockbuster. I think all of our guys went for Liverpool, right?
Yes, and you see, Liverpool were leading 2-0 in the first half, and they were supposed to have the third goal where the keeper brought the ball to Mane to flicks it in, but handball was apparently involved in the third goal, so it was ruled out. And Brighton scored another 2 goals. And one of them was a screamer, man.
Yeah. That's true.
That was really nice, man.
When they were leading 2-0, I thought, okay lah, game over. Then all our guys were gonna get either 3 points or 1 point. Then I was like, maybe it's a lame week, Then Brighton scored 1. I was still, okay, they're playing well, but maybe not Brighton's day. Oh shit! The second goal. I was like, yeah, man.
This is arguably one of the best matches we've ever picked.
Yes.
It's reflected in our results. Look at that, man. The sea of red for match day 10. Who actually saw this coming?
Blood splattered everywhere.
Blood splattered everywhere. And oh my goodness. Fazli did not get a prediction that week. And the best situation that could happen to anyone in the league is them getting at least 1 point or at least some points, not 0.
Yeah.
And for some reason, everybody got it.
I think Fazli is the luckiest man. He got 3 incorrect score lines. Then the 4th week, I don't know what happened. He didn't predict. And come on, the man is still leading the table. What?
He's still there, man. He's still there, number 1. Hey. Sivanesh has been trying so hard to overtake the fella, and this fella and Fazli for some reason slumber je. And
but to be honest, he took a very early lead. That's the thing.
Took a very early lead. Yeah, so that's what Chelsea does in 2014-15. They park the bus number 1, and then it took several blunders from other teams. And they managed to be number 1 until the very end.
This one confirmed Chelsea fan, firstly.
Shaswindra, he was the last place in the first 3 weeks, and now he's number 5. So this further proves the competitiveness of this league. So for the last place, don't be so disheartened.
They are not. Actually,
don't
the
be
others are not.
disheartened.
The others are not very far away from firstly. Actually, you see,
Yeah,
those with 6 points, they just need a correct scoreline and outcome, and they're up there, you know.
exactly.
So it's still competitive. I'm actually surprised after 10 game weeks. It's still so close. Like anyone can snatch it away. Quite interesting to see.
Exactly. Quite interesting to see.
I'm unhappy because I'm not in the league. Should have been in the league.
Should have been in the league and won it. All right, so that sums up the two games. One blockbuster and the other one not so much
disaster.
of a blockbuster. Not so much of a blockbuster. It was meant to be a blockbuster, but it wasn't.
No, it was a blockbuster for Liverpool, but not for the other team.
Not for the other team.
Okay, so what do we have for this week?
Match day 11. We have picked a match involving a team that has just appointed a new manager. Drum roll.
Not exactly new, who's actually coming back after being axed.
Everton versus Tottenham Hotspur. Cheese expressions, blood.
I'm going with Spurs, man. I think Conte will just clean sweep.
I feel like this is going to be a draw actually. Maybe I would say Conte will do well, definitely, but I don't expect him to be like super good in the first game itself. He did get a win. He won 3-2, but let's be real, it's 3-0. And then, according to the Spurs fans, they were struggling after they conceded 2 goals. And they were actually trying really, really hard not to concede a draw in the game. And that was against some, God knows what's the name of the club.
Vitesse.
Vitesse. And now against Everton.
But Wahid, Conte is quite familiar with Premier League. He has been around, I think, for two seasons at least with Chelsea.
2 seasons, yes. He was with Chelsea for 2 seasons.
He knows, he pretty much knows how's the intensity and what the fans expect. Moreover, from a UCL finalist, former UCL finalist. So,
yeah, what don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong, but his 2 seasons in Chelsea. The first season he came, Chelsea wasn't playing Champions League. We weren't playing Europa League. We don't have anything in the middle of the week. We just have these Premier League games every single weekend with nothing in between. Maybe the usual FA Cup or Carabao Cup, but that's pretty much it. But the second season, you can actually see Conte has started to struggle with us getting back in the Champions League. And then the rise of the Manchester City Centurions. And Liverpool has just got Mohamed Salah, who was just going crazy that season. It was a really terrible time to be a Chelsea fan, and we were out of the top 5 out of the top 4 that season. We were forced to play Europa League. Conte was sacked, and we were getting Sarri. So if you say Conte knows what's to be expected, in some way that's true. But for Tottenham Hotspur, okay, no offense to Tottenham, but they used to have some great success in, I'm not saying in terms of trophies, but when they play at their best, you can see that they actually are capable of some world-class football. They were once in a Champions League final, and they once contended for many times without success, contending for the EPL title, but consistent in the running. So it is a pretty much it's a tall task for Conte, to be honest. But I have to say, he can do the job. Let's see, but I don't think he can with the current players he have now. Maybe the only world-class players I can name from Tottenham right off the bat, maybe Son, And I don't want to say Kane lah, but Kane on a very good day can be really, really good.
But lately his performance is, I wouldn't say terrible, but has dropped a lot. His performance has dropped a lot. Previously, when Mourinho was around, we could see the Kane-Son partnership. Kane falls back, then he feeds Son, and it was just magic to watch. But I don't know what happened. Maybe it's Nuno. I'm not sure, but we don't really see that partnership anymore, and the magic is not happening. So something is wrong. Either Kane is actually not happy being in Spurs, but he's forced to be in Spurs, to stay in Spurs. I don't know. I'm just assuming. And Mora, he has always been on off lah. Not very consistent first 11 starter since he came in. Maybe during Pochettino's days he was, but he slowly fell off the rank.
And as you can see, they depended on this. I wouldn't say, but you see, you can see that Son Heung-min, Lucas Moura, Harry Kane, they were in the squad for like half
very
the
long
decade now, right?
Yes,
for very long.
Maybe
and,
Moura is not Moura, maybe five seasons maybe, but Kane and
Moura
Son is
lesser
very
than
long.
that. Moura, I think
3 seasons
but for sure Son is there first, if I'm correct.
Yes.
Son was there first. Son was there first. And you see, these players are aging, and Kane is 28, Son is 29, Lucas Moura, I think, is just about their age. And it's just a matter of time before these guys are going to be like playing not at their best anymore, not in the level where fans expected them to play. So I don't know, but Spurs, I don't quite see any of their youngsters to be playing at the level the fans expect to. But one thing I can say for sure is that Conte has been known to be an authoritarian. I mean, he treats his players like a military camp, and I can attest to this lah. And you see his remarks, I would rather kill undisciplined players. Wow, this fella is a no-nonsense kind of guy. I mean, Diego Costa was the top scorer of I think he was the top scorer of our team once. And then the next season, he's not in Conte's plan. Just goes to show that if Conte doesn't want you, he doesn't want you. And
he's pretty much an authoritarian. I think all Italians are like that. If you don't do what I say, then you're off my team.
And he employs this strictly 3-4-3 formation, and he rarely deviates from that tactic. Maybe I've never seen him play 4-4-3-3, 4-4-5-1. Maybe there was he tried to do this with Chelsea.
Very rare.
In the early days, in the early Chelsea days, he tried to employ without much success, and that is why he changed to 3-4-3, which worked so much for us in our title-winning season. It didn't work so well in the next season.
Yes, people read the game already. Even the other day in Europa League, he deployed 3-4-3 for Spurs.
3-4-3 for Spurs.
But I don't know, it was maybe working because they scored 3 very early goals. But then I'm not very sure because I didn't watch the game. I'm not very sure what happened later on that they considered 2 goals. Then I think the second half was pretty much nothing. Just
for you, Kavi, what do you think is the scoreline for Everton and Tottenham? A win in whose favor?
I think it'll be a 2-1 to Spurs.
I personally think it'll be a 1-1 for Everton and Spurs. I don't know, because Spurs has Everton has not had the best of season, but they're playing at home, and you can see that they can be good when they want to.
Yes.
So against Tottenham Hotspur, that recently appointed a manager, and obviously his players are trying to get used to the tactics he's going to employ for the rest of the season. So I definitely Conte is going to make some changes in the squad. Maybe this guy, this fella, and the fella who played last Thursday is not playing this week. Not starting this week. So who knows? I personally, as a guy who used to be a fan of Conte back when he was in Chelsea, I hope he does well here, despite Tottenham being our rival. But anyway, I still think it's a 1-1 draw. I don't expect much from this game, but who knows? And for the fans watching the live stream, please comment below who do you think is gonna emerge victorious in this match, and don't forget to press the subscribe and like button.
We have Sabesh saying happy Deepavali, people, happy Deepavali.
And what else?
That's all. I think everyone is busy playing with fireworks and eating and eating.
Eating and eating. All right. So we go to our podcast topic. I mean, our football talks. Pretty much revolve around the same topic. And this fella, a very familiar face in London, is taking over Tottenham Hotspur. So today I'm going to have a very special session. We are going to create a formation.
Okay.
Create a formation with Spurs best players. Who do you think is the best players in the 3-4-3 formation that is going to deploy? So I'm going to stop sharing this. I'm going to move to the formation creator online. So let's see, what do we have? Hold on here. All right. Okay, actually, this has been my favorite football fantasy formation creator for time. I've been using this since I was back in school, and I'm glad it is still here and keeps up to date with the latest jersey. So, Kavi, yeah, I've been using this since 2010, man. It's 11 years already. It could be much earlier than that. But regardless, I think let's move on to the players. Who is the keeper? What kind of question is that?
It has to be Lloris, man.
So we have Hugo Lloris here. So let's drag him on to the field where he'll be playing the goalkeeper. So what is you already pick your keeper. I'm gonna pick my one center back. So I am going to go with Davinson Sanchez, who I think is who.
I'm not sure why the other day he used Romero.
Davinson Sanchez, but I think Romero to me is the second best defender they have. They bought him, but I think Davinson Sanchez is the best there is. I'm quite impressed with the way he plays for Colombia back in the last World Cup. I mean, he was little at set pieces, and he's good defensively. So, but Kavi, who do you prefer as your second defender in the back three?
Eric Dyer, man.
Eric Dyer. Would you rather put Dyer on the left, or you want to swap places with Davinson Sanchez?
So Sanchez, you can put him to the left of Sanchez.
Sanchez to the left, so you rather have Eric Dyer in the middle?
No, I mean Sanchez is the left center back.
Left center back. So me and Dyer is in the center, right?
Yes. Oh, we are going with 3-4-3. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna put him here. So the third guy, obviously, simple enough. I'm gonna put Christian Romero.
Why we don't have Ben Davies? He's not.
I don't know, but Ben Davies is good, but
don't suit.
And actually, because he plays with Davies quite often, I think he could be a better suit. But I'm willing to give Romero a chance in the first 11. And I heard some good stuff about him from Spurs fans. So I think if he makes a good impression, then I think that could mean good things from him.
Yeah, the fans actually like Romero. So it's quite good that they like someone who's actually playing in their team.
Who's gonna be your left wing back?
No doubts, man. Reguilon.
Sergio Reguilon.
Reguilon.
So I think I'll just gonna put a central midfielder. Wow, this is difficult, man. Is Lo Celso any good these days, huh? Or underperforming these days?
I think few matches back he was playing, but okay lah, not so great.
Lo Celso.
You can have Højbjerg there.
Højbjerg. How about Tanguy and Ndombele? Poor.
Yes, and Ndombele is okay. I would prefer him again.
But I think I'm gonna put Højbjerg. I don't know how to spell the first name.
Hojberg.
Yeah, I think this is my pick. Højbjerg. I think I really like Højbjerg lah, the most. But
yes.
Who's partnering Højbjerg in the middle?
I think we can go with Tango and Ndombele.
Ndombele. Oh, I personally don't recall anyone playing the right. Who's playing the right? Huh?
The other day, Emerson was playing.
Yeah, Emerson. Apart from me, there's no one else, right?
Yes.
So I think I'm just gonna stick with Emerson. I don't know.
If we go back to Nuno's time, he was actually deploying 4-2-3-1. Then during that time, Mora was playing on the right.
So do you have
high up?
So the top three, I think, is no doubt.
It's pretty much fixed.
So, but who's gonna play on the right? Who do you think?
On the right, I'm thinking of Mora, but will Kane do better on the right? No, I'll just go for Mora.
Yeah, I think there's nothing worse than putting Kane in the right. I mean, I don't see him playing the flanks. He's a natural striker, so
yeah,
definitely is my middle guy. And I think there's no doubt about the left guy, but you just go for it, man.
Let's have the son.
The son of Heung-min.
Son of Korea.
Okay, so we have I think it's a pretty obvious first 11 for Tottenham Hotspur. But okay, coming into next season, and you are basically Conte's advisor. Who do you want to get for Tottenham Hotspur and bolster this squad?
Okay, that's a very interesting question. I think they should get a centre back, because sometimes they are like Liverpool now. Like a couple of seasons back, you have a very good attack firepower, but then their center is always not strong enough. Dyer is there, but then he alone won't be able to do much. Who can be replacement? Not really a replacement. Can't think of anyone, man. But I think they should get a centre back.
Centre back. I'm not sure if this is a popular opinion or an unpopular opinion, but I really think they need a holding midfielder.
Yeah, but then I thought the same, but then they have Højbjerg to do that job. I think he does it pretty well for now, lah. He
Yeah.
does it, but then when it comes to big games, let's say tomorrow Spurs is playing Real Madrid or Barcelona, maybe Barcelona, no more Barcelona, lah. Atletico Madrid or someone of that sort, Bayern. Maybe that time Højbjerg will not be very effective because one is experienced, he's not well experienced in such big games. So during that time, yes, you will need someone who's able to carry the team, like someone like Conte or your soon-to-be Ballon d'Or winner. Yeah, someone like that. But then for now, they are playing Conference League and the domestic cup. I think Højbjerg is okay, but then I wouldn't be saying no. It's your opinion.
I personally think a defensive midfielder is they need one. Although Højbjerg is doing a good job, but you imagine the days when they had Alderweireld and Vertonghen in the centre back, and you have Eric Dyer guarding them. That was really, really hard to penetrate, man.
I think they are missing Vertonghen, lah. To be honest.
Yeah, definitely. Vertonghen was a pillar, lah. He's a leader. But if you ask me, what's the most what do I think is missing from the squad? I can name two positions now, which I think they really need. They really need a good fullback. Yeah, I mean Reguilon and Emerson, they can do a decent job. But really, when once you get into the Champions League, these guys are gonna get murdered, man. Like
they need someone like Arnold, Trent Alexander-Arnold,
Reece James, Andrew Robertson.
Come on lah, kasih chance ke lah.
Luke Shaw, for that matter. We just they need a good fullback. You see, fullback to me is a very underrated position lah. You see, good teams have good fullbacks. You see, like teams like Manchester City has Kyle Walker, Cancelo. I mean, gone are the days where
you shouldn't forget Dani Alves, Jordi Alba. They carried the game, man.
These guys were crazy good. So I think Tottenham Hotspur needs a pair of good fullbacks. And one position I think they are lacking is they need a playmaker actually.
Eriksen.
Playmaker.
Once they lost Eriksen.
Eriksen was a huge loss, man, to me.
Yes.
I mean, I was really frightened when he played against us whenever they have Eriksen. You see, we've been playing them for so long. Okay, we are not that terrified of Harry Kane. I mean, we've neutralized Son before, but if Eriksen's on the field, I say, my God, don't let him touch the ball, man. Seriously.
He was very lethal. Once when he has the ball, you don't know where the guy will be watching or passing the ball to. But sadly, I don't think he will be playing anymore. So
yeah, I think that's quite a misfortune, seriously.
Yes.
But regardless, Tottenham Hotspur needs a playmaker in the squad. I mean, I have no trust in Dele Alli anymore.
No, I think the managers also lost their trust. The other day when Nuno brought in Ali, I was like, okay, when he came in, I didn't want to judge him too soon. But when he started playing, I was like, what is this guy doing? He was once like, one of the best English players. They hyped up like nothing.
Yeah, like the way the English hypes their players.
Yes. Then when I watched him playing the other day, even during Mourinho's days, he's crap now, man. He's crap. He's not being serious, I would say.
I mean, it's such a shame, lah. I mean, you look at the players in Liverpool, at least they realize their potential. I mean, guys like Alexander-Arnold, although they might not play at the level they. No, I wouldn't say that, lah. They are consistent players.
Yes.
Guys like Andy Robertson, Alexander-Arnold, even Joe Gomez, I was impressed. I mean, these are not wasted potential, lah. And
Yeah,
actually,
you
they
see,
try to.
Ali, without even winning anything, he's already like that. You put him in a winning team, and then you know lah. Oh, I've won everything. Why should I even touch the ball? And then he'll become like Gareth Bale. Instead of playing football, he'll start playing golf.
Playing golf. But not even Real Madrid gonna pick him for that kind of attitude. Okay, I think that sums up our. But first, let's save our title winning squad for under the Italian Don Conte.
Don Conte.
So, yeah. Oh, yeah. This one. But if you put the what do you call the country lineup, they're gonna have the flag behind. Looks very pretty, but for some reason they don't do it for clubs. So that's a shame.
But this is a very good website, man. Looks damn good.
Yeah, I found this. I even had I used to play for my own like school football team, and I even have drafted. Oh, I'm playing. Wahid is playing here. And my friends are Ahmad is here. This guy is the goalkeeper. And I printed this out and gave to them, man. Seriously, man. This is one of the best. But this is not a free advertisement of footballuser.com. But to guys who wanted to create a a fantasy football formation, this is one of the best website there is. Give it a visit. This is an unpaid advertisement, so
please, you can consider.
You may consider. All right. So
okay, I think
sums up.
Yeah, that pretty much sums up our episode for today. Please do not
very
forget.
short
Not really short. I think it is decent. Okay lah, boleh lah. So anyways,
not too short, not too long.
Yeah. Anyways, thank you, Wahid, for that. That was a pretty informative thing. You know, coming up with a lineup, see who will be doing well in what formation. It was pretty good. Thanks for that, and thanks for joining.
And I'm just gonna end the show with one of the statements I should have said long time ago. Actually, Tottenham won the El Sacico. When do you think about it?
It's the thought for the day.
It's the thought for the day. They lost the game, but they got a very good manager in return. While Manchester United are still stuck with Ole.
There's no manager left in the market, even if United decide to sack Ole in the next few games. So we are in a deep shit. Let's see.
All right. Until then,
do not forget to share, subscribe, and press the bell icon. Ciao.
Ciao. Yes, Abish.
We are like news readers who don't know that the life is